Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making the Malaysian style oxtail soup, which is called Sup Ekor. And this Sup Ekor is very much different from the Western version of the oxtail soup because of the spices that we use. Instead of using the normal spices like parsley, rosemary, thyme, etc., the spices that we use for this Malaysian style soup, it is basically very much different. Coriander seeds, cumin seeds, star anise, cinnamon, cloves. So you can visualize that it's very much different in terms of the flavor. Let me start by showing you the ingredients that we need. The oxtail that I have already washed and drained it in the colander. And then these are the spices that I mentioned just now. And there's also some vegetable. I'm going to add it to the soup at a later stage of cooking. And these are the aromatic ingredients that we need to saute it to bring up some aroma before we put it into the soup to boil it together with the oxtails. And lastly, there are some coriander leaves and the stalks. And basically that's it. Let's start by adding some oil to the pan to saute the ginger, garlic, and the onions until aromatic. When they turn color slightly and become aromatic, remove it from the pan. Then use this pan to brown the oxtail. When the oxtail has browned, add back the aromatic. And then add some water to loosen the brown bit at the bottom of the pan. Because those are flavors, we do not want to mix it. Then transfer it to a pot. Okay, the next thing is to add the spices. For the spices, I prefer to toast it for a short while before I add it to the soup. That will help to bring out the flavor. Just for a short while. Over low heat. It's already turned aromatic. Then transfer the spices to a cloth bag because it is much easier to remove it from the soup later. Put the spices, that's a bouquet garni, into the soup. Also add a bunch of coriander into it. Add sufficient water to make sure that all the oxtails are submerged. Okay, now let's bring it to a boil. If you like it to be spicy, add a bashed chili padi, bird's eye chili. But I can't take too much heat, so I just put one. Once it is boiling, I'll then turn it down to minimum to let it simmer slowly. And if you prefer to have a nice and clean soup, you can use a skimmer to remove the scums on top. Okay, now let it simmer for about 1.5 to 2 hours until it's tender. Come back later. I've simmered it for about 1.5 hours. It is quite soft now. So I'll then estimate I need another 20 minutes or half an hour to finish it. It's time for me to add the vegetables. Now the vegetables will only add now because if I add earlier, it will all disintegrate. Let me add some salt and some sugar to balance it, a little bit of black pepper. I'm supposed to add the black pepper into the bouquet garni, but I forget about it. So never mind, I can just add some crushed black pepper right now. So let it boil for about 20 minutes to 25 minutes, and let's come back later. Okay, it's quite done now. 25 minutes has gone. Let's do a final check. See whether I need to adjust the flavor. Just nice, saltiness, spiciness, everything is nice. So let me switch it off. It's time to serve. Serve with some coriander leaves, fried shallots, and a squeeze of lime if you prefer. Let me try. That reminds me when I first tried this Sup Ekor many years ago at a roadside store. That's the first time I tried it, and it's still in my mind until today. And the flavor is so complex that it's very hard for me to put it in words to explain to you right now. You gotta try it, but I can tell you that it is so good. And if you want to get the recipe, I've included it in the description below the video and also at the end of this video for your reference. And I also have more tips for you so that you can really follow the recipe without any problem. You can log on to my website, tasteasianfood.com, to get the recipe and download it. And after you have tried that, please let me know your comments and whether you like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.